When it comes to developing and strengthening every muscle in your upper body, two muscle groups play a very critical role. First is your traps, which help to stabilize your scapula from protraction, retraction, elevation, depression, all those things. And then we have the rear deltoids. And those help to stabilize your humerus and rotation and a whole bunch of other aspects. Now, each of these are typically underdeveloped and undertrained with individuals, which is why rear flies can be such a valuable exercise to include in your warm-ups or in your back day, because they can work both your traps and your rear deltoids. It goes even beyond that, because you can modify your rear flies, especially on suspension straps, to focus or target on your traps or rear delts, depending on what you want to focus on to bring up. And maybe one of these is a little weaker than the other, or hasn't received as much attention or tension control. And you can do it the following ways. The first is, if you want to target your traps, what you want to do is make sure you have a lot of scapular protraction and retraction while doing rear flies. So as you come down and your hands are in front of you, let your shoulders come forward. Try to maintain some tension though in your upper back. Don't let yourself just relax into this position. Then as you pull your arms apart, squeeze your shoulder blades together like they're coming together like two tectonic plates. To focus on the rear deltoids, keep your scaps stable by keeping them retracted the whole time. So in this case, you're not going to move your shoulder blades, you're just moving at your shoulder joint or your glenohumeral joint. This is going to feel a little bit like less of a movement as far as range of motion goes, but it's going to focus a lot more of the tension into your arms and your rear deltoids. Overall though, the great thing about rear flies, especially on suspension trainers, is they're really hard to mess up, because you're going to get attention into your traps and your rear delts no matter how you do it. It's just these two variations can help you focus on one muscle group or the other to really maximize building up your stability in the backside of your body, which can have ripple effects into the training of every muscle in your upper body. So play around with this exercise. Like I said, it's a great warm-up exercise. Just a couple of light sets, 10 to 15 repetitions. Doesn't need to be done to a super high level of fatigue, especially if you're going to work your back a little bit later on. But getting these muscles to engage and stabilize your scaps or your humerus is going to pay off big time. There are my thoughts. Let me know if you have questions down below. Be fit, live free.